Hey, what's up, guys? D-Manian here. Today is December 8th, 2009, and today Google has released Google Chrome in its beta version. So I have it downloaded, and I've gone through it, checked it out, and I've dug into it a little bit. So today I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to teach you some tricks, tips, hotkeys, things like that, and I'm just going to walk you through the whole thing. This is one of my first videos that I've made with ScreenFlow. So I would really appreciate your comments, letting me know what I did good, what I did bad, letting me know what I can do better, what you would like, what you wouldn't like, and things like that. Yeah. So this is what Google Chrome looks like when you first open it. It opens up into the page called the New Tab page, and it opens up in the thumbnail view. And it gives you two thumbnails to get started with Google Chrome thumbnail and the Google Chrome Themes Gallery thumbnail. And this is just like Safari's top sites, only it doesn't look as clean and sleek, and you only get 8 instead of 24. And it has a couple extra little features. So just like in Safari, you just click on the page that you want to go to, or you click the tag to keep it, or you can click the X to get rid of it. Here on the right we have our view. We can view it in the thumbnail view, or we can view it in the list view, or if we just click it again, we cannot view it at all. And same thing in the thumbnail, click it to not view it at all. And this third one right here is our view options. We can choose to view most visited, which I have checked, which is these right here. We can choose the recently closed, which is down here, recently closed, which shows my one tab, YouTube, that I closed. Or you can view full history. And then tips. Every time you visit this page, Google Chrome will give you a new tip. This one says click and hold down the back button to see your browsing history. Okay, so up here we have our bookmarks, and say we're like in Google. Okay, we can Command-Shift-B, and it'll get rid of our bookmarks. Command-Shift-B will bring it back. And then up here we have our toolbar. And the one thing I didn't like about this is you can't right-click to customize the toolbar. You can add these, which they don't come when you first get it. You have to add them yourself, and I'll show you how to do that later in the preferences. And then you have your back button. But if you can click it to go back, or you can hold it down to view your history forward, or to view your history backwards. You got your refresh, and you got your home. Okay, my home right now is set to Google. If you notice, you only have one spot where you can put in a URL. You don't have a search field over here like Google, like you would in Safari or another web browser. If you want to type something in, like Mac, and just click enter, it will automatically search Google for you. If you use Safari and you have the plugin called, I believe it's called GLIMP, you know that you can put you can set hotkeys like GI for Google Images, and then what you want to search for. And see, it says right there, it says search Google Images Mac, and you can click enter and it'll search the images. Okay, I set that up myself, and I'll show you how to do that a little later. What you can also do up here in the URL search field, whatever you want to call it right here, if you type in a site that you've been to before, like I've been to Google, I'll just type it in. You can see over here on the right it says press tab to search Google. So I can press tab, and then it shows to search Google. And you can do that with any site that you've visited already. If you haven't visited the site, you can't do it. And then I can just put in Mac again, and it'll search for Mac. Here on the right side you have this little notepad. You can see it says create application shortcuts, which is grayed out right now. I do believe the feature will be coming. I don't know why it's grayed out, but you're supposed to be able to do it. I believe you can do it on the PC version. And normally what you would do is click that, and if you've ever used Fluid to create site-specific browsers, it'll put kind of like a site-specific browser on your desktop for that page that you were in. So you can do that. That's really cool, but right now we can't do it. Don't know why. You got your cut, copy, paste. Remember, you have to add this and this, and I'll show you how to do that later. Find in page, all this stuff. You have your zoom in. You can make it larger, normal, or smaller. What you can actually do is command minus to make it smaller, or you can do command plus to make it larger. Okay, and then we also have, you can import bookmarks and your settings, and the only two that it recognizes is Safari, Mozilla Firefox. You know, I wish it'd recognize more. It's really not a big deal for me, but I use a lot of different web browsers, as you can tell. And I've actually noticed Safari only recognizes like a few. They all only recognize a few. Flock is like 4 and recognizes Netscape. Firefox is 2. Safari's a couple as well. Okay, and then up here we have our tabs. Okay, what you can do is click the plus button to make a new tab, or click the X to get rid of it. Or you can do Command T for new tab, or Command W to escape it, Command N for a new window, Command W to get rid of it. So if I go Command T, create a new tab, you can do this in Safari. You can drag it out and just make a new window with it. Which I don't believe you can do this one in Safari. You can drag it back up there. Make sure you're holding the tab. If you're holding this part, it won't work. But if you hold the tab, you can drag it back into another window, any window you want to. And I'll just throw that one up there, and throw that one up there. And then you Command W to get rid of them. So that's a pretty cool feature it has. One thing that Talina pointed out earlier that really doesn't really bother me, and I really wouldn't have noticed if I wouldn't have watched her video on Google Chrome. It's just a quick 45-second video she posted. If you want to go ahead and check her out, she's cool enough for a Mac right there. You can go check out her videos. She's got some pretty cool ones in there. And what she pointed out was that if you right-click over here, you can't manage your bookmarks. So it's pretty stupid. I agree. And I don't like the fact you can't customize the toolbar. I think it's pretty stupid. Okay. So now let's get into our preferences. So you got 3 tabs for different preferences here. We got our basic, personal stuff, and under the hood. The basics, you just got the orange startup. What do you want? You can add, like I'll put YouTube here, and then every time I open it up, YouTube will pop up. Okay, or you can reopen the pages that you last opened, that you were into when you closed it before, or you can have it open at your home page, which right now is Google right here. Your home page, you can change it, or you can have it the new tab page. Okay, the toolbar, you can show the home button, which, yeah, keep it checked, and then show page and tools menus, which is these 2 right here, which I told you by default they're not checked, so I check them. And then your default search, it comes with Google, Yahoo, and Bing. So I added Google Images, and you can manage them right here, and we'll get into that in a minute. That's a pretty cool feature I like about Google Chrome. And then your default browser, you can make Google Chrome your default browser. You got your personal stuff, your passwords. You can have it offer to save passwords or never save your passwords. Have it show your saved passwords. Your autofill, it's got your browsing data. You can clear your browsing data. Your themes, if you have a theme, you just come up here and click reset to default theme, or you can click on get themes to get a new theme. And then right here we have the under the hood tab, which is your privacy. You can click there to learn more. I didn't really get too much into this, so you can check it out yourself if you want. You got your cookies, what you want to accept cookies only from sites you visit, block all cookies, allow all cookies, your downloads, where you want them to be saved to. You can click browse and choose a file that you want it to be saved to, or check this box. So every time you download something, it'll ask you where you want to save it at. And these are all grayed out. I'm not sure why they're grayed out. There are a lot of options that are grayed out. Hopefully they will come soon.